All right, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, finally talking about wheels. It's been a while. And in particular, this is the SVE Wheels DHP1, and it's designed for the S197, S550, and the S650 Mustangs. Whenever the S650 rolled out, which at the time of this video, it's been just a little bit over a year, we definitely wanted to add a new wheel to the SVE wheel catalog that catered to the styling of the S650, and that's exactly what we have here with the DHP1. I'll be honest with you, I've talked about a lot of wheels on camera. I've used a lot of adjectives, I've used a lot of explaining, but I had to lean on our great product team for this one, and take some notes and some lingo and some description-oriented words from those guys to help me describe this wheel. So whenever y'all read through our product descriptions, you see all that great terminology. The product marketing team, they do a really, really great job. If we look at this DHP1, we have a 19x10 and a 19x11, which we'll get to the specs here in just a moment. But the overall design of the face on both wheels is the exact same. The 19x11 does not have any extra concave or anything like that. So taking a closer look at the DHP1 wheel, you'll notice the recessed hub area and the aggressive split Y-spoke design. From the hub area, the spokes carry all the way to the outside edge of the wheel. Around the outer section of the lug holes will be some inset pockets that helps blend the transition of the spokes, which further adds to the dimension and the definition of the DHP1. Like other wheels in the SVE wheel lineup, the DHP1 is going to be constructed using the flow forming process. There's a pretty lengthy scientific explanation. We go into that explanation just a little bit on the product page, but in a nutshell, the flow forming process is pretty simple. You start out with a cast face, and then that cast face is set on a jig. There is heat applied, it is spun, and then a hydraulic roller turns the barrel and forms the rest of the wheel. And what that does is that helps with tensile strength, so it makes the wheel stronger versus a cast wheel. It also makes a flow formed wheel lighter than a cast wheel. So switching gears to the wheel specs, which I like to talk about because I like nerding out over this stuff. The 19x10 is 19 inches in diameter, it's 10 inches wide. It's gonna have a positive 35mm offset and a 6.88 inch back spacing. The 19x10 without a tire is gonna tip the scale at about 23 pounds. The 19x10 can be installed on the front and the rear if you want to run a square setup. So switching gears out back, this is the 19x11. This would be for the rear only. It's 19 inches in diameter, it's 11 inches wide. It has a positive 50mm offset, and then the back spacing for this is 7.94 inches. And then as far as the weight is concerned, this is gonna tip the scale just over 23 pounds. You can call it about 23 and a half. As far as finishes are concerned, we're going to have a tried and true gloss black, a very good looking titanium graphite, which is a little bit different spin-off from kind of the graphites and gunmetal and charcoal wheels that we'd offered before. So the titanium graphite starts off as a graphite base, and then it kind of has a bluish hue to it, which makes it look really good, especially on the cars that we've shown in the video. And then my personal favorite, just because this is actually the first time we've ever offered this finish on any of our wheels, but a matte silver. And looking at it on this S650, gosh, it looks so good. It makes it look so neutral and so clean. And then also seeing that matte silver on the white S197, candy red 13, and then the crimson red 2019 car that we have in the video. Now, that's not taking anything away from the other finishes, as those look exceptionally good as well. Like anything, it's gonna boil down to personal preference. So in typical SVE wheel fashion, you can get them in wheel-only kits for those of you that want to do your own thing when it comes to tires. And then as far as those wheel-only kits are concerned, you can get them in 19x10 squares, or you can get them in a 19x10 and 19x11. Same for their wheel and tire packages. You can get a 19x10 wheel and tire package and a 19x10 and 19x11 wheel and tire package, which those are really convenient. We mount and we balance our wheel and tire packages. That way when they arrive at your door, you can lift your car, remove your old wheels, and install your new wheels. And then for those of you that are wondering, the tire that you're seeing in the video is a 285/35/19 Nitto 555 G2 up front, and then a 305/35/19 Nitto 555 G2 out back. All right, so continuing on, like all of our other SVE wheels, these have a great wheel warranty. We're not gonna rabbit hole the warranty too much in the video, but if you want to read up on that, feel free to do so. We'll have all that information available to you on the product page. And then the last thing to talk about will be the fitment notes. I'm not gonna get down the rabbit hole on those either. Just know that our product team and our product marketing team, they go through a lot of checks and balances for all of you to make sure that as much knowledge as we can gather and supply to all of you, the better. So please be sure you read through the fitment notes. That way you can make a good educated buying decision. All right, people, that's a wrap. I really enjoy talking about wheels, even though I'm about out of adjectives on how to explain this stuff. But in all seriousness, no, the product team, everybody here does a really good job. Typically, y'all just see me on camera, but it definitely takes a village to make all this cool stuff happen. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that makes all of this come to reality, and we have some really good team members here at LMR to bring stuff like the DHP1 to life. We're gonna sign off. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Let us know down in the comments what you think. If you're gonna pick up something for your S197, S550, or S650. And then if you find value in what we do, please consider liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and turning on notifications. And then till we see you in the next one, y'all know what to do. For all things S197, S550, and now S650, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.